Hey guys, all right, so we're looking at Fooled Around and Fell in Love by Elvin Bishop today. Now, you want to look at the first video that I shot on this because it has, the non-members video has all the detail on the intro. I really went over that in pretty good detail, so there's nothing else I can really say about that. Just watch that video to get your intro. We're going to start here on our members video with all of the rhythm section. There's lots of chord forms in this, probably a lot of shapes you have not played, so make sure that you print out your tab sheet to go along with this so you can get these chords down. I'm going to go through some of the chords first and then play through them, because if I just jump through them and they're unfamiliar shapes, you may have a hard time following that. So the first thing I'm going to do is tell you to change your guitar sound. The guitar sound I used for the intro was a neck pickup with some of the tone control rolled off and an overdrive pedal on top of my overdriven sound to give it a nice singy, sustainy sound. Very vocal quality. For the chords, we don't really want that. I'm going back to the bridge pickup, rolled the tone back up, and got rid of the overdrive pedal. Also, I did mention a volume pedal usage in the first section of this song, the intro, just that little melody they play there. And basically what that is, it looks like a wah-wah pedal, but when you step down on it, it actually turns the volume up, and when you back off of it, the volume's gone. So what they're doing, they're using it for volume swells. So when you hit a note, it'll swell it in. Let me get an overdrive there. It'll swell it in. So it's a really cool, it's almost a bowing effect. It almost sounds like you're using a bow on a violin, where it's like the sound's not there and all of a sudden it comes in, but it comes in faint and then louder. So if you do have a volume pedal or you want to check one out, make sure you get one. A lot of different companies make them. And it's pretty easy to use. They are designed to use standing up. So put a strap on your guitar and stand up when you're using it. The angle is incorrect for sitting down. It's very difficult to use sitting down. All right, enough about that. So we're back to our rhythm section here. We're going to start off with some chord forms that you may not know, so make sure you look at the tab sheet. All right, so we're going to look at the chord forms on this. We're going to be playing the F chord, which is the 8th fret on the first string, 10th fret on the second and third strings. And we're going to use that F for the beginning of the verse as well as the intro rhythm. I did include the intro rhythm here, which is 4 measures that are repeated behind the original single note line that we've covered. It basically sounds the same as what you're going to do in the verse, but it's got a little different chord form here and there. So if you want to play that, you can, as opposed to playing the cool part, which are the single note lines. I opted for the single note lines. So what we're going to start here with is we're going to cover the verse section, which will be the F, 8th fret first string, 10th fret second and third. Going to smack that twice with rests between these, so we don't let the chords ring. We actually smack them and silence them like this. Then we're going to move to a chord that's unusual here. It's an A minor slash C. When you play it, it's the 8th fret on the first string, 10th fret on the second and fourth strings, and 9th fret on the third string. You may have a hard time seeing that as A minor. It looks a lot more like an E7 chord or an E major 7 chord. I actually, when I first looked at this, I was like, A minor? I had to look at it a second. But what you have is you have the minor shape like a D minor down here on the first 3 strings, and you're just including the third, the C sharp, and the bass on the A minor up here at the 8th fret. So that is an A minor slash C. It's a cool sounding chord, and that's our second chord. We're going to smack that twice. To turn that into our third chord at C minor, all we have to do is we're going to bar the 8th fret on the first 3 strings, 10th fret on the 4th string, that's C minor. Then we're going to go to a B flat chord, 2 different versions of B flat. The first B flat will be 6th fret of the first 2 strings, 7th fret of the third, and 4th string is at the 8th fret, and we're going to hit that for 1 strum. And then to play the second one, we're going to go all the way up to the 10th fret, barring the 10th fret on the first 3 strings, playing the 11th fret on the second and the 12th fret on the 4th. And that's the second B flat. It's really cool the way they're using different versions of these chords to kind of spell this out. So let me play through this slow in its entirety. It'll be the F chord, A minor, C minor, B flat, second B flat, and then repeat it. This might be a good spot to stop the video, go back, set some loop points, and go over these chords. Make sure you learn their shapes first. The F, the C minor, or the A minor with the C bass, the C minor chord, and particularly moving the B flats in the same measure. Sounds really cool. Next up is going to be the chorus. All right, guys, and as I was looking through the sheet here, I noticed that the second on the repeat of the verse, on the very last chord, the B flat, I had showed you the first time we do B flat down here at the 6th fret, and then up here at the 10th fret. But when they do the repeat, they just stay on the lower B flat. Just wanted to mention that to you. Sounds slightly different, so let's go ahead and cover that there. All right, now going into the chorus, doing an F chord again, 2 Fs. Now we're going to be a little tricky with this A minor. Instead of playing the A minor right here at the 8th fret, the first one we're going to play at the 5th fret, barring the first 3 strings at the 5th fret, and then the 7th fret of the 4th string. We're going to do 1 strike on that A minor, and then we're going to come up here for the A minor that we've been playing at the 8th fret. So A minor a little bit different there. So we're going to do F, lower A minor, higher A minor, and then C minor, just like we did before, only we're going to be holding both here at the 8th and the 10th. And then we'll do the low B flat, which is going to be at the 6th fret, and the high B flat at the 10th fret. Now let me scan real quick here, make sure we're covering everything exactly as written. And we are going to do this exactly the same the second time through. So this part slow, F, A minor, high A minor, C minor at the 8th, B flat, high B flat. Repeating, F, A minor low, A minor high, C minor, B flat low, B flat high. Next up is going to be the bridge. It's a little bit different. All right, guys, so now we're going to cover the bridge section here, and this is where you're actually going to really notice that this song is in 12/8 time. I didn't mention it before because it wasn't necessary, but let's talk about 12/8. Don't turn the video off. It's not that difficult to keep up with. Basically, they're going to be groups of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which add up to 12. And we're going to be playing the C chord, a regular C major chord, which is 8th fret on the first 2 strings, 9th fret on the 3rd, 10th fret on the 4th, all down strums. Just think of groups of 3. We're going to play 4 of those groups of 3, then we're going to drop that shape 2 frets lower. That'll be our B flat we've been playing, and we're going to do, again, 4 groups of 3 on that one. And then we're going to play a section here that is totally unique to the song. Nowhere else does this show up. So let's start off with a C, and it'll be 12/8 time like this. So that's the 12/8 part, not a big deal. They do 2 of those, and then abruptly they change to something that does this. So what the heck is that? We're arpeggiating chords. We're starting with the G minor, which is the 5th fret here. It's just like the C minor up here at the 8th fret, but now it's going to be at the 3rd fret for G, 5th fret on the 4th string, 3rd fret on the first 3 strings. We're going to just play up through the notes in the chord and back down through it. So strings are going to be 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Change the bass note from the 5th fret to the 4th fret, making it a G minor F sharp, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to come down here to all 3s. Strings 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. 2nd fret on the 4th string, sustained. And then you hit the open 3rd when you come back up to the G minor again. Starting over, G minor, F sharp bass. Then that's from the 3rd fret to the 5th fret on the 3rd string. So slowly through it all without me talking. This is where the solo comes in. I did not cover the solo on this song, mainly because it would be about 3 pages. It's a pretty cool solo. He's playing, this is in the key, this song is in the key of F, so I would be playing in D minor, so D minor pentatonics would work on this. If anybody is interested in that solo, let's hear some comments here. If enough people are interested, I will certainly go back and cover it. It is a rather long solo, but if you can play pentatonics, pentatonics in D minor will work excellent on this, and you can just jam over the top of it. All right, so starting with the 12/8, B, starting with C. And then it's a solo. Hope you guys enjoyed this song. I had a great time covering this one, really enjoyed it. Check out the video link below and see the guys playing it back in the 70s. Awesome song. As always, comments in the section below. Let us know how we're doing. And if you guys have any suggestions, please send them forward. I'm Trent.